Okay guys, we are down in our deep, moist ravine. There's some Fargesia robusta bamboo, a nice grove of it. Let's go check on the Trachycarpus fortunei variant Swampsonei. And there's going to be a lot of horsetails in here, but I think the deer have been eating the tops off the horsetails. It's so dry. Even that pond is dry. Swamp cypress looks good. It's still, muddy down inside under the top surface. So I got to watch where I walk, and we're going to see what the deer have been doing. Have they been eating these palms? No, the deer have definitely been in these palms, though. And I got to watch where I walk. But they are getting bigger, bigger. Lots of tree frogs down here. And these palms are just freaking amazing now. I got to watch where I step. There's just so many of them. So this is just seed I scatter. You see them. They're everywhere, right? They are everywhere in here, and they're starting to be, reach a good size. Look at this. These are horsetails growing in here. So this is just native horsetails growing with Trachycarpus palm trees in this ravine. And as we go along here, there's more. They're all over the place. The property is full of them. Look at these ones. Ha! They're getting pretty good size because they always have moisture down here, right? And then they are in standing water for months on end during the winter months. So branch there, I gotta cut that off of there. Oh, ow, prickle, darn prickle. I gotta cut this branch fell over, and it's kind of bothering the palm. Never leave home without your Felcos. Get that out of there. There we go. Alder tree. A bunch of them fell down. There we go. Now the palm will be a little happier. Isn't that beautiful? And you can't even see the rest of them in here because there's just so many frickin' horsetails. So I'm going to get out of here and I'm going to show you some of the other ones. There is a jungle of palms in here. And I'm going to remove a few branches from the cedar tree here because they're kind of in the way of the palms too. So that's got to go. And this one's got to go. Excuse me, folks, with the camera. There we go. Okay, I just cut those off. All right. And watching where I walk. Don't want to be stepping on palms. Not a good thing to do. Okay, so those are Trachycarpus fortunei. And then there's thousands of seedlings everywhere else in here, right? So let's go to this area over here. Look at this bamboo, it's just so thick. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Beautiful. Over here, where more of them grow, and some good sized ones too. Imagine when these things are like 10 feet tall. I love this ravine. I just absolutely love it. It's a great place to experiment with palm seeds. Throw them around, let them grow. Somebody says, well, you should plant some sables and bananas down here. Well, it's definitely not hot enough. We're mostly in the shade, right? So, but you can see, I gotta watch where I walk in here, but you can see the seedlings. There are thousands of seedlings. They're everywhere. Like literally. I'm gonna say tens of thousands of seedlings. Oh, these ones are getting bigger. Now the nice thing is, so they have adequate moisture, so they actually grow at a pretty good rate, even though they do have some competition with the big alder trees. These alder trees are short-lived, and what happens, they rot, they die, they rot, they fall down. And so you can see them in here without me standing. These are all Trachycarpus palm trees by the thousands in the forest. You can see the creek is dry. I can probably walk along the creek. Oh yeah, I'm in the creek. Okay, so this creek will be running in no time flat once we get into the rainy season. So, and there's thousands on that side. This is all our property back here. Look at them. Look at this. This is a forest of palm trees. And these ones down here, it's actually, if I dug in here, water would come up. So these ones are a lot bigger. And look at them over there. And then they're surrounded by the western sword ferns. These ones are going to be submerged in water when the creek flows, right? These are actually in the creek. Look at that. These are palm trees in the creek. And along the creek bed, see the animal tracks in here. So it's wet down in here. It is really muddy. And then there's some larger ones there. So those are Trachycarpus fortunei, which I like to call Swampsonei. There's another one in the creek there, right down in there. All right, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. These are growing Gulf Islands here on Salt Spring Island in the southern Gulf Islands. Look at them in here, man. I just love seeing these palm trees growing in the wild. Yeah, they're going to be a little bit more leggy. The petioles are going to be stretching for light, but, you know, can you imagine these things when they're way up there one day? And then self-seeding, which would be even cooler. All right, stay tuned for more videos here from Banana JSSI. Also check out my other channel, Jungle Josie Video Gates, and Wendy's channel, Gulf Island Rock. Cheers from the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific, 48 degrees north latitude, our Palmy Island, our Palmy Ravine. Cheers.